When somebody comes into my office initially and they want to they want to file for a divorce, one of the things that we have to talk about is how are we going to get the family through the 60-day statutory period of time for them to get their final divorce. So what we do is we decide, are there children's interests, or are there things that we need to work on with regard to the kids? Do we need to decide who's going to pay for what? For instance, everybody that comes into my office has a mortgage payment, exactly like I have. They have a mortgage payment, they have a electricity payment, they have water bill, they have the credit card bills, they've got to maintain the kids, they have daycare expenses. So when they come into my office and they're saying, okay, I want to file against my spouse, then the first thing you have to consider is, okay, if you do that, what's going to happen with the finances? How are we going to maintain the marital estate? How are we going to make sure that the mortgage gets paid or the rent gets paid? How are we going to make sure that the electricity gets paid? And usually when you split you split one household into two, it makes it very difficult because you're on a fixed income most of the time. Most of us are on fixed incomes. And we rely on and we budget on having the fixed income between both parents that are supporting the marital estate. So temporary orders are designed to allow us to get into the courtroom and allow us to decide who's going to pay what bill, who's going to take care of the children primarily, who's going to get possession and access of the children, and who's going to pay child support. That way, during the pendency of this divorce, there is a roadmap for us to follow and for us to be able to know what is expected of both spouses.